So like going back, like a lot of people can vouch and say, oh yeah, like dude was really out here like rapping. He was really out here putting on for the city.
Come on, man. Any nigga that keep it real, you know what I'm saying? Any nigga that keep it real and just not gonna be hating and just keep it real. You know, a nigga told me one time, and this is a respected rapper, you know what I'm saying? Told me one time, this some years ago, nigga told me, say, nigga, you too real. I was like, damn, I thought about it, you know, I was like, damn, what do you mean? But then I was like, damn, that's a compliment for a nigga to say, nigga, your shit too real. I was like, damn. And one time a nigga told me, this was recently, a nigga told me, he said, man, he said, bro, I ain't gonna lie, cause we used to deal, I guess, with the same chick back in the day or whatever.
Right.
And so the nigga told me, that nigga said, man, I tried. That nigga said, man, I tried my best to find something to hate on you about, man. He said, I couldn't find nothing, man. Your shit hard. I can't. That nigga said, I can't even hate on you. You know what I'm saying? When a nigga say that, man, you got something, bro. And it ain't just because a nigga. It ain't just because of the music. It's because of me. It's because of my character. It's because the way I carry myself. I don't come with hate. I don't come with animosity. You know what I'm saying? So I don't receive that back. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And niggas see me. Niggas see God in me. You know what I'm saying? You know how niggas say I'm a God and all that. You know, nigga, being a God ain't just because you can rap good or sing good or dance good. Nigga, that don't mean you're a God. Nigga, being a God is when you got God in you. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I know I got God in me because niggas come around me and be convicted. You know what I'm saying? It's like niggas won't do certain shit around me because they know I don't move like that. You know what I'm saying? So when you got God in you, you gonna convict niggas. And that's why a lot of niggas don't fuck with me because they feel convicted when they around me. Nah, man, that nigga be on some more shit. I can't. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
So like you said earlier, it really pretty much like back then it wasn't no social media.
Nah,
like that. So,
it wasn't no social media. It's like, nigga, you had to have some or you had to have a bunch of money and be out here shining to make niggas, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Fuck with whatever you got going.
To what you had going on. Okay, so what you think, like you kind of like tell me some things like, you know what I'm saying, like what you had to do like to kind of build up your name.
Man, back in the day, I used to just like go up to niggas and just like, you know, when I like just like a major nigga was in town or whatever.
Right.
I just go up to niggas and just rap, bust, go hard. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And I see a few people try to use that.
Yeah. But I was doing that shit. You know what I'm saying? Over 20 years ago. You know what I'm saying? I done walked up to fucking Master P. I done walked up to Jay-Z. I done walked up to, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Scarface. That's how I even met Scarface. I was at a show that he did at this club in Dallas back in the day, and I was too young to get in the club. So me and my nigga that I was with, we was like, nigga, we just gonna stay down here and get fucked up until the show over. I'm gonna catch Face coming out the back. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So boom, I caught the nigga coming out the back, and I just rapped the
hardest. He
didn't
have no security guard or nothing like that around him?
I mean, you know, he had people around him, but it wasn't like, you know, like I had already told the nigga that was carrying his records and shit, you know, the nigga that carried the crates and shit, I already told that nigga what I was gonna do. You know what I'm saying? So he was like, all right, well I'll make sure he listened to you, you know what I'm saying? So he already knew the play. So soon as Face come out the back door, nigga, I just go off, nigga, I just rapped as hard as I ever rapped in my life, nigga.
Right. So what happened? Did he fuck with it?
Man, that nigga was like, you know, the niggas was in awe, you know what I'm saying? And at the time, Devin was there, you know what I'm saying? A couple of more niggas that, you know, from Face Camp was there, you know what I'm saying? So this is when Face in his prime, Devin the dude had just dropped his first album. So this is how I really got a relationship with these dudes from this one night, you know what I'm saying? Like meeting these niggas and rapping and Face, you know, ever since then, it's like we've been locked in, you know what I'm saying?
Right, so you can actually call Scarface like
yeah, for sure. Today's birthday, I just made him a Facebook post today. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Nigga turned 50 years old today. Yeah. So Devin, you know, I got all of, you know, I can call out, you know, them my niggas, like them niggas, them they treat me like a peer. You know what I'm saying? It ain't like no. You know what I'm saying? It like when I was young, it was like. Yeah, I was a fan, but I became a peer of these niggas, and I'm still a fan of these niggas, but it's like they became a fan of me. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah. You know, same thing with Pimp and Bun. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When I first met them niggas, I met Pimp and Bun, UGK in '94 at the Ballroom in Fort Worth. You know, it was a club. It was a teenage club called the Ballroom, and I met UGK in '94, and at the time. I wasn't even like, I wasn't even just serious with rapping yet. I was still in high school, but I was like a fan of rap, you know what I'm saying? And I was like a fan of them niggas, and I was like, damn, I had met them niggas, and I was like, shit, Bun B had invited me back to the room to smoke out with him, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, cool, so yeah, I smoked out with him, so at the time, like I said, I wasn't really even serious about rapping. I was just
How old was you at this time?
Like 16.
You was 16 when you rapped in front. When you rapped in front of him?
No, I was 16 when I met UGK for the first time.
Okay.
I was 16 when I met UGK for the first time, and I probably rapped for Bun, you know what I'm saying? But at the time, like I said, I wasn't I wasn't really just off the porch with the rapping shit yet. Right. You know what I'm saying? I was just more or less happy to just smoke with them niggas as a fan. You know, nigga, this UGK, nigga. You know what I'm saying?
How did that feel to just had that little opportunity, man?
I mean, you know, it was just destiny for
was just about to say,
for me, man. You know what I'm saying?
Look, it's crazy you say that, man, because I was, you know, like when people tell you like they gonna do something, right?
Right.
And it's more like the shit start happening, or like little small shit start happening.
Right, exactly.
Like, damn, this shit.
Man, I always been able to get in places, get backstage. Like I've been doing that shit since a kid. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So like I seen Bun B them like 2 years later, bro. I was going to junior college in Tyler, Texas. I was going to junior college down there, and they had a concert at this place called the Oil Palace, and I was in the crowd. I seen Bun, you know, Bun them just like regular niggas, you know, that they, you know, Bun them walking through the crowd. Bun, you know, Pimp C was more like the, you know, Pimp more, you know, flamboyant and flashy, but Bun was just like a, you know, just a regular nigga type acting nigga, you know what I'm saying? So Bun was walking through the crowd, and I was like, Bun B. That nigga looked at me, I was like, say, bro, you remember me? That nigga say, yeah. Funky Town. I was like, oh shit, that nigga remember me. You know what I'm saying? So it went from that to shit. Few years later after that shit, I'm in the studio with Bun, you know, doing songs and shit. You know what I'm saying?
So you actually did songs with Bun B?
Yeah. Bun B, yeah, for sure. Yeah. Like I said, at one time, this another funny story. I had already been fucking with Face. Like for some years, and at the time they was having this big concert in Dallas, and Face had like before they called Face on stage, Face gave me a mic, you know what I'm saying? Me and another guy, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
That was with him, but he gave me a mic, nigga, and like come on and rock with me, you know what I'm saying? So nigga, I rock out with Face, you know what I'm saying? Like you know, nigga, I'm ad-libbing him and all this shit. This like nigga, I'm probably about 19 at the time.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So but anyway, we get back to the hotel, and I see Pimp, and I don't know if you ever heard of a rapper from Houston called South Park Mexican. South Park Mexican got like he was like the nigga back in the like the essay, you know how niggas be how what's name we talking about nah, this was the original essay, you know what I'm saying? South Park Mexican. Anyway, South Park Mexican got for 45 years. You know what I'm saying? Free that boy too, man. He's a real cool dude. But anyway, him and Pimp was outside talking at the hotel and shit. So I walk up to them niggas. I was like, Pimp, check me out. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I just started rapping. You know what I'm saying? Pimp was like, damn, man, goddamn, why you know I Pimp talk. So shit. I was like, shit. I was like, fuck it. I wasn't tripping. I got a chance for him to hear me. So after that, I'm in Face room and Pimp come up there. And I was walking back at the same time upstairs that Pimp was there and Face was there. And Pimp was like, he was introducing me to Face. Fake Pimp was like, man, you gotta hear. He say, man,
right.
I've been knowing this nigga. You know what I'm saying? So it was like, you know, but you know that was a pretty cool moment. And like I said, at this time it wasn't no social media, so a nigga ain't got like, no kind of way to like document these type of moments. You know what I'm saying? Which be kind of fucked up. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? But the first nigga that really that took interest in me was Corrupt from the Dog Pound. I don't know if you remember Corrupt. Corrupt from the Dog Pound. That's the first nigga that took interest in me when I was like 19. That was like 97. Nigga said he was gonna sign me, and you know, nigga had me. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, damn. You know what I'm saying? That nigga was like, nigga on my mama, nigga, you got a record deal, and nigga, you the biggie of the South, and all this shit, nigga. I'm 19 years old, so this nigga blowing my mind. You know, I'm like, damn. You know what I'm saying? A nigga finna get on this quick. You know what I'm saying? But you know how that shit go. But yeah, but fast forward a few years later though, he had came. I seen him in Dallas,
right,
during a concert, and that nigga came back to the studio that night and did a song with me. So it was all love. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, little shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like the relationships that I done built through this shit, like, is worth more than money. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Hey, so did you have any type of relationship with Black back then?
Yeah. Like the crazy thing about that is like my niggas that I was affiliated with, you know, that you know, with the Rally Boy shit, Rally D, Jizno, them niggas knew Black. You know what I'm saying? They went to school with Black at PV. You know what I'm saying? So they had already knew Black. So it was like when I had met Black, it was like I was with them niggas, you know what I'm saying? So that nigga had like, and Black was like, damn nigga, you from the funk? You know what I'm saying? He was like, he couldn't believe it that a nigga, that I was going that hard and that he didn't know me, you know what I'm saying? But it was just like, at the time, he had just got out of jail. He had came to the studio, where we was at the time, and I rapped on this song, and you know, Black was just getting out. He was like, you know, I ain't ready to get in the booth. You know what I'm saying? If that nigga heard me on that bitch snapping, that nigga jumped on that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, but
so you end up getting a song with Black too?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, me and Black done did a couple of things together, for sure. Yeah, man. You know, like shout out to Black, man. Free that boy. Like I said, the thing is with the whole Black thing is like, I grew up listening to Black, you know what I'm saying? So it's like I don't care whatever.
So you was the young generation back then,
right?
Of that era,
right? Exactly.
Coming up, okay.
Exactly. I was the baby back then,
right?
You know what I'm saying? So like I said, I grew up on Black and Genocide, 6'2" L Dog. You know, I grew up on that shit. You know what I'm saying? So later on, you know, these niggas became my peers, you know what I'm saying, and respected what I do as well as what I respected what they did, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.
I feel you. I want to ask you this question, man. What do you think you missed, like, was missing for you back then that could have took you to the next level?
Man, I don't think you know, I'm a real spiritual cat, man, and you I always, you know, you might hear me refer to God a lot,
right.
But I don't think God really, man, I don't think I had been through enough, bro, to really get on back then. You know what I'm saying? I think God wanted me to tell a story and give a testimony and really like uplift people. And I hadn't seen enough shit. I hadn't been through nothing back then to really have a story to tell. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Now I'm seasoned. You know what I'm saying? Like 20-some years of this shit, and I got a story to tell, and people are still listening to my story, and people want to hear more of my story. You know, and my story is still being told. It's still being wrote. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Back then, it's like I ain't did shit. I hadn't been through nothing, so I knew I was gonna. Back then, if I would have got a bunch of money, I would have crashed out just because the mentality I had back then. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah. So it wasn't. And another thing, probably the one of the things that was probably missing is, you know, we didn't really have like we didn't have a lot of tools, bro. Like we didn't have a lot of tools. We had to, all we knew was pressing up them CDs, getting out here on the road and pushing that shit. It's like we didn't have no other outlets, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, we just do shows, you know what I'm saying? But as far as like blowing up or like, you know, whatever, you know, people say. But like I said earlier, like when we was talking, I was like, you know, the music shit done did more for me than niggas can, like the human eye can really see, you know what I'm saying? When you talking about being able to go to another neighborhood in another city and make money, you know what I'm saying? Being able to go anywhere in the United States, being able to walk through any neighborhood in my own city, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Without having no problems. No, music did that, you know what I'm saying? Right. Music did that. And that's something that niggas can't buy, you know what I'm saying? You can't buy no relationships, you can't buy no real love, you know what I'm saying? You can't buy that shit, you know what I'm saying?
Did you back then like you ever like tap in with like any Dallas artists?
Yeah, man, like I fuck with a lot of them. You know, I fuck with shit, damn near all of them back then. You know what I'm saying? Like all of them was my peers. Like we was all around each other. You know what I'm saying? Like anyone you can name back then that was popping, I done rub shop. Like we done been around each other at some point in time. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. All of them.